Yeah, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Wednesday live stream, where I cannot stop playing Slay the Spire 2, because it's amazing! I actually played last night with my friends. We did a 4-player multiplayer game, and let me tell you something, the multiplayer in this game is wonderful. So easy to just go, jump in, set up. It works brilliantly. Everyone plays simultaneously. You're not waiting for your turn. Across the Obelisk is an excellent other sort of deck building roguelite kind of game, which sort of blends. It's sort of like Slay the Spire meets D&D, and it has great multiplayer in it. But it's sequential, right? You take your turn, then your friend takes your turn. Here, you're all playing. You're playing your turns at the same time, which means no waiting around. It's great. It encourages more conversation as well. Like, okay, I'm about to play a big attack. Oh, can anyone make the enemy vulnerable before I do that? Yes, no, okay, cool. So you do a lot more interaction that way. It works really slick. The way the attacks of the enemies work is they attack exactly the same way they do in single player, but it hits all the players. So the incoming damage is exactly the same as you would have in single player. They multiply the hit points because obviously you're doing, in a 4-player game, at least quadruple the damage, probably a little bit more because of the ability to synergize some stuff. There's some multiplayer only cards which are interesting. Like in our first run, Neow offered me a card that costs 0, lets me target an ally and give them 3 energy. I can't use it on myself, but I can use it on my allies. So there was like little coordination there. It works really, really well, and it's fantastic. But we're going to be playing single player today, and we are going to be playing my favorite class is easily the Necrobinder. Easily. I do love the Regent. I think he's swell, but the Necrobinder is definitely my favorite. We're going to do an Ascension 5 run on him. We start with the run Cursed, and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, he's lovely. From a viewer's perspective, 4 players chaos, 2 players seem to be easier to coordinate. We didn't have too much of a problem, Yeah, I don't know, but we also play a lot of multiplayer games together. But yeah, it was really good. They did an impressive job. We got some subs and resubs. I'm going to go and read those over. So who started us off today on the resubs? Aphilium has resubbed for their 58th month. Ruben Cleanse at 77. And yes, Finn McCool is at 131 months and says, thanks for all the videos and streams. They're helping me pass the time recovering from bypass surgery. Hope the recovery is going well. Alex Tries the Game is at 50 months. Gene C's at 68. Very close to a nice anniversary. Indeed, Gene C, that is true. Mr. Danish Butters at 32 months. Perks is at 55. Cyberdude SDK is at 30 months. And Vita Bjornen, I say that correctly, is at 39 months. Thank you. And also, there was a 55 stream streak with Gene C as well. That's really cool to see. Over on YouTube, Bon Idol says, I had a good run with the Silent last night. Still didn't win, though. I don't know why I'm sucking so bad at STS2. I think I need to get more points and unlock more things. But I can't get past Act 3 boss. Yeah, well, there's a couple of things where I feel if you've got STS1 knowledge and you're making certain assumptions in terms of how many cards you can purge, how much energy you might get, it's a little different. I think we've got a little less card purging, and we definitely have less energy generation, I think. I don't think there's as many boss relics that are offered that gives you energy. So I think that tweaks certain expectations a little bit there. Slay the Spire multiplayer Saturday. The only thing with the multiplayer is I don't think you can I can't create like a passworded room or anything like that. I think you have to be Steam friends list, which is kind of annoying to organize, but might be a good idea. We'll see. However, I think this Saturday specifically is going to be the Ascension birthday charity live stream. There'll be a video announcing it properly. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to jump in here because I think everyone's gotten a chance to arrive. Hopefully, again, there's still a time zone difference going on with Europe right now. We're an hour off because of mismatched daylight saving time stuff, which is super frustrating. So hopefully not too many people miss it. The Necrobinder with a Brussels sprout hat is a look. What? Oh, from the subscription with the Brussels sprouts that come in. That's probably what's going on. Okay. Game for sure time gates you a bit. If you haven't done at least 5-6 run, you don't get the cards relics beat Act 3. I mean, I agree. Things generally, your characters will power up as you unlock more stuff, although sometimes it adds complexity. I will say this, not to brag, but I did beat the game the first time with all the characters. I'm pretty sure, because we did it on stream, right? I think I just went Ironclad, Silent, Regent, Necrobinder. I think we one-shotted everything, and then I think we ran out of time that stream. And I think I played a little. Did I do the defect the first time on stream, or had I played a little on my own first? I don't know. Although I feel like the defect is the one that's always to me feels a little more RNG. So I don't even know. I don't know that I beat the defect, beat the game with the defect on the first go. I may have, I may not have. I don't recall at this point. But the other 4, I'm pretty sure I did. I failed the first time with the defect on stream. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I think there was some. I still feel the defect is my favorite character from SDS1, and I did beat Ascension 20 with the defect. But I don't think he has my best win rate, despite the fact that he was my favorite. Anyway, Neow's tournament is interesting because the internet's kind of divided on whether... Oh, where's my face? Is it covering things? It is. Although I think that's still a good spot for normal. But anyway, Neow's Fury, 1 cost attack, 10 damage, put 2 random cards from discard pile into your hand, and then exhaust. A lot of people are excited about this. I think that a lot of people think it's not super strong, necessarily, because honestly, early on, putting around cards back in your hand, you don't necessarily have the mana for it. We've got some pretty shit options, it feels like, this time around. I think I'll probably take the lead paperweight, and we'll see what the colorless card is as an option. I really don't like Greed. The fact that we can never remove it from our deck, I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So I'm going to go lead paperweight. I kind of just want to restart right away. Just because it's interesting. It's not really what I want to build towards, though. Like, I don't really care about this. And you know what? I'm just going to go and say, screw that one. I'm going to give up on that one. I'm going to start over. I don't like those rewards. We're going to do a run. We're going to be committing for the next, hour and a half-ish, depending on how quickly we, how much talking we do, and if it's successful or not. Let's go again. I was unimpressed with that. Okay, there we go. Transform a card. Lots of RNG, but I don't mind it. Obtain a random relic. Okay. Or choose packs of cards is also a good setup. Let's go for a random relic. A Regal Pillow. Oh, how lovely. Top tier relic? No. Is it fine? Sure. Honestly, better than putting a card I don't care about in my deck. All right, let's look. There is a late shop this time, which is good. And arguably with the option of hitting the elite here instead as an option, which isn't bad. And then certainly from this question mark. And then from there, I'd say it looks to me like both of these paths are kind of equivalent here. And then to here are maybe still kind of equivalent. And then we've got this. Okay, I think this is the winner here. We get Campfire, Elite, Campfire, Campfire, Elite, and then we can choose. Probably we'll shop because we'll probably have some money over here, but we can play that one by ear. We get to do a question mark here. We do get the early shop, which we'll have the money to remove a card, so I'll probably do that. All right. Is it necessarily the best route? Maybe there's something else. Let's just go. Yeah, the pillow that means, yeah, you can go lower health before you rest. Well, here's the thing. I usually kind of target the same amount of health anyway. If I'm 50% and up on my health, I'm usually not going for a rest regardless. But it does make the rest less painful, which is nice. Now, one of the interesting things with the Necrobinder is I really feel like if we take a look at the deck that we've got here, the Bodyguard is really... A Defend is strictly worse than the Bodyguard at all point. Because in worst case scenario, let's assume there's so much damage coming in that Aussie's going to die. The Bodyguard, summon 5, is exactly the same as block 5. There are a couple of exceptions, a couple of dudes where the damage being blocked versus unblocked makes a difference. But in the general case, these are the same. The difference is with the summon is it persists from turn to turn. So it's like having the Barricade from the Ironclad. And the Bodyguard converts to damage via Unleash, which is the same as having the Body Slam from the Ironclad. Like, if my deck could be, like, 4 Bodyguards plus an Unleash to start, that would clearly be better than everything here. So my priority is basically to purge, like, everything here as the Necrobinder, if I can. But we are starting with the Ascender's Bane, which we know from SDS1. We can never remove it from our deck, but at least it doesn't clog things forever. We'll probably... Well, we're definitely going to Unleash. And again, the Unleash is clearly... It's plain and simple, better no strikes. Too bad we don't have the Bodyguard here. I'll go for the one with the lowest hit points. And probably what I'll do here is I'll go for a second strike with the expectation, the hope, as long as I draw 2 strikes in my next hand, which I might not, But if I do, then this thing is going to be dead next turn, which will stun the attack. So we'll do this. We'll accept that we're going to take 2 damage. Because Asti does eat 1. And there we go. So we get the double strike, blam, and blam. And here's the perfect example. Playing a defend here would be worthless, but playing the bodyguard, great. Yeah, summon doesn't get affected by dexterity, but also doesn't get frail, doesn't get affected by negative dexterity either. I don't know if you've got, other than getting the smooth stone, the oddly smooth stone, I don't know that you have dexterity generating cards of the Necrobinder, and you don't need it. You wouldn't want it. Okay, well, this is kind of dumb because a mitt full of defends, but all right. Yeah, Asti's the best. We love Asti. So again, we'll do that. There you go. This class so much. Okay, we've got a couple of good options here. One of the things I also like about the Necrobinder is with some of the characters, it feels like there's 2 or 3 or maybe 4 real good builds, but oftentimes they diverge. Whereas I feel with the Necrobinder, there's a lot of, you can overlap. Like ultimately, I'm probably going to want to have the souls mechanic as the engine of my deck. But in terms of the kill, there's a few different options. Do I want to go spam a bunch of Doom? Do I want to go and make Aussie huge and just kill that way? And yes, if we get the haunt card, the souls deal damage. They're pretty good against like most of just like the generic minions on your way. I don't feel like the haunt plus souls really kills bosses, but it doesn't have to, because it's the engine by which you just draw your power card. You know, your one big card that's going to hit for like a bajillion and then finish things off. So it's great. I will... Interesting question here. I really like the Grave Warden because I really like generating souls. I actually think that the Negative Pulse might be slightly better early as sort of a quasi AoE. I mean, the Bone Shard is... This is going to carry you through Act 1. This is a really strong card for Act 1. I don't like it afterwards. So... Whereas, I mean, I always love the Grave Warden. I like having a couple of Grave Wardens because, again, I tend to make a Souls generator. I think the Negative Pulse is probably a little bit better a little early on. So I'm going to do that. And then we'll come over here. And then we'll be looking to remove a card. Ah, Friendship is excellent. Although, it's a little early for the Friendship. Can I afford it? 109, 125. I have 25, 34 left over. So no, I can't do that and remove a card, which is heartbreaking. Now... Arguably, while I think removing cards from your deck is one of the most important things you can do in most deck building games, arguably you can wait because the cost of card removal keeps going up and up and up and up. Sometimes the last shop you do in a run, you can't remove a card anyway. So delaying it is not the end of the world. Now, losing strength, the only thing is losing strength early is bad, because early on we're still going to be reliant on our strikes. And losing strength is really going to hurt us early on. Later on, I don't give a shit about strength because I'm killing things with either Doom or with Asti, and Asti doesn't give a crap about your strength. So I think I'll just remove. Yeah, so Deluxe over on YouTube says Friendship is also a little dangerous early on. Losing 2 strength when all damage strikes is tough. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think for the first shop, I'm not going to do that. Arguably, if we get offered as Friendship in the second shop, and then I might not remove or something like that. So I'll just go for the card removal. Now, already, right... Like, Unleash can kill things. Bodyguard Unleash, and especially if you've got the defense so that Asti doesn't have to go and tank for you, then he keeps getting bigger and makes the Unleash bigger. Negative Pulse, we sort of added both a block and an attack. I think I'm just going to go and remove a strike. Now, if we were playing STS1 and we were fighting Gremlin Knob early on, that would be kind of bad, but I think I'm going to prefer removing a strike right now. This might be incorrect. Really what I want to do is just purge all of these, and it's just a question of which to do first. This does add block. There's a lot of Asti attacks that I'm going to be prioritizing, so you know what? I will get rid of the strike. I'm not entirely convinced one way versus the other there, and there's a definite possibility that in this first fight we're going to curse ourselves for removing whichever one we remove. Ooh! Ah, doors. Okay, I'm not going to upgrade 2 random cards, because right now there's a good chance they'd be upgrading stuff that I don't want to keep long-term. So I'm just going to remove another card from my deck. So let's remove a defend. And already we're thinning things out beautifully. Beautifully. All right, let's go. All right, so we got, what is this called again? Sludge Spinner, who's going to debuff me and things. Well, it's very simple. Opening move, we're going to bodyguard. We'll defend so that Asti doesn't die completely, but then we're going to go and smack him. Oski's going to take a little bit. Now, I mean, the more hit points Oski has, the more damage he's going to do with the other spell, but that's fine. All right, we'll do this. So we're only taking 1 damage, / Oski's only taking 1 damage. And then we'll hit him a couple of times. We don't have lethal because we were weakened, although I didn't actually do the math first. I just vibed that I didn't have lethal, which is a good way to miss lethal. Okay, so that'll bring his Doom up to 14. Oh, yeah, so he'll be dead. There you go. So the numbers turn purple. I actually hadn't noticed until I played with my friends last night, and Demonac pointed out that the numbers turn purple when there's enough Doom to kill it. So all I'm going to do here is, it doesn't matter which one of these things I do, because he's already dead. So, you know what? I'll do the thing of this way. But yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to take microscopic thing, clear you. So, see, this might be a skip. Parson's obviously kind of good, but if I'm going to end up going Souls later on, like, I don't feel that it's necessary. Early on, we're so energy crunched that I'm not sure this helps. An AoE is awesome, but we sort of have a soft AoE in the negative pulse. And long term, I'm not looking for this. So, Bone Shards, again, will make your Act 1 super sick, super early. Like, it will do that, but I'm not going to want it later. I'm not going to want to have Oski die. So I'm just going to go and skip you. Taking a little bit of risks, but this is the way I play. I'm very willing to throw away an Act 1 run, like, by taking risks and maximizing for later. We're clearly not resting. We're in pretty good shape. This is an interesting decision to make at this point. I think the negative pulse is going to be the way to go. Because I think we're probably going to want to play negative pulse every single time it comes up. Because even if we're not being attacked, we're perfectly happy to apply Doom. And we lack an AoE. This will provide that. Block will help keep Oski a little bit bigger. I mean, the bodyguard goes from 5 to 7, which makes Oski slightly tougher, but so does blocking a slightly more. I mean, unless there's no attack coming. And 3 extra damage as a base on the Unleash, I don't think is a huge priority. So I think I'm very easily going to go negative pulse for our first upgrade. First upgrade? Yeah, first upgrade. And then we're going to find Elite. I hate that I don't have a potion. Okay, this guy is fine. What's lovely about Doom is it bypasses his Hardened Shell. This guy, he's not bad. Of all the elites, he might be one of the easiest ones, but he is really annoying because we can only do 20 damage to him per turn period. But yeah, we're gonna be looking for the Doom. So we're gonna bodyguard, and I think I'll just hit him for the 12, and then we'll defend 1. We're actually not gonna lose Oski, and then he's gonna put a bunch of dazes in our net, which is terrible. But there. So now we negative pulse. We load the Dooms, which does not affect this. And then he is going to hit us pretty hard. So we'll go and block 1, and we'll do that. Where the weird pyramid dudes use these. The one who gives you energy? Yeah. Every now and again, I've had an encounter with that guy where he did manage to live kind of long because he does self-armor and he does increase his strength. That was a little bit of a problem. But there we go. Here's a great setup round. So we're going to negative pulse again. Just apply some more Doom. We're going to bodyguard and do this because we're not being attacked. Then we'll just hit him for 12. Perfect. The block from the Doom card was a little bit of waste, but it's not a big deal. Okay, there's no reason to strike here at all because I can't get through his armor. So we're just going to go ahead and defend 3 times. Soak most of the attack. Oski will soak a little bit as well. Wow, these are awkward draws. I think I'm just going to double defend and then strike once here. Although, okay, we got the Unleash. Okay, we got the negative pulse, which again bypasses things. So I only need to do 10 damage to him, which Unleash will do. There you go. He's turned purple, so he's going to die. And it doesn't matter which one of these 2 I play down. They're both going to block the same amount of damage, and we finished him off. Come on, give me something good. Tuning Fork. That's fine. Some passive block, and this is going to be crazy good if we get the Souls combo going. Okay, I love Dirge a lot. This, to me, is the card that really makes the Souls combo going. I think early on, the Grave Warden might be better for us. I think for Act 1, Grave Warden is better. Later on, when we get various cards that give us a little bit more energy, if we get the Potion X or whatever it's called, Dirge becomes a lot stronger. But I think, despite, I tend to build for, the Act 2, Act 3. Here, I'm going to take a card that's a little bit more on the Act 1 side, which is the Grave Warden. I will say, the Afterlife doesn't excite me very much. like a one-time summon boost. Like, it's a one-time block card. That's fine. It's a little bit better. I mean, it does exhaust itself, so it doesn't really clutter up your deck that much. Nah, I don't know. I'll go with the Grave Warden. Okay, health is still fine, and we've got another campfire there if something goes wrong. And if we upgrade a card, theoretically we will be taking less damage overall than we would otherwise. The Grave Warden's quite good. We might want the punch. Again, the Bodyguard, because Bodyguard is great even on turns where you're not getting hit, right? Bodyguard is a block that is good even on turns where you're not being hit. I don't usually value Bodyguard very high. I'm tempted to upgrade that right now. I mean, it's obviously one of these three. But Grave Warden has, like, big future for us. So I think I'm going to Grave Warden. No, upgrading Bodyguard, even though I feel like has less future, I think is a better... You know what? Maybe I'll just upgrade Unleash. Because Unleash will have a future with us one way or another. And just slightly more punching power. See, it doesn't really help with the guys who, like, you can only hit them for 9 damage on a go. Yeah, the Souls Plus. The Souls Plus doesn't matter tremendously right now because we're mostly going to be energy thing. I guess I'll take the Grave Warden. This is the best long-term upgrade, and it's still going to be fine short-term. Do I want to change my path? No, because I still want to go through this campfire. So let's come over here. All right, we got the little eel boys. We do have a Flex Potion. 5, little hit for 11. Okay, so we don't one-shot kill. Oh, but we will with the negative pulse. He'll still attack us, but that's fine. Okay, I could save this for the elite, but I think a clean fight here is going to be really nice. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll just hit you twice. And you will hit us for the 7, except we're not going to take any actual damage, and then you will die to the Doom. Now, this boy's spiky, but what we can do is we can Grave Warden, Bodyguard. We'll Unleash, taking a little bit of spike damage, but that's fine because we've still got Austin stuff for us. There we go. And then we only have to hit him once and he'll die to the Doom. Although we might, frankly, we might be able to manage lethal. It's not going to be a redraw. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, oh no, I do just have lethal. I'm being silly. Okay. Okay, so here's an issue that will often come up in Slay the Spire, right? Devour Life, honestly, it's not godly, but it's pretty good. And I do want to go, again, the Souls mechanic isn't the build, isn't the kill, but it is the engine that gets you there. Devour Life does work very nicely with this, because whenever you play a Soul, your Osty gets a little bit bigger, and then when you upgrade this, it's 2. It's fairly slow, and it's a setup card, and the thing that tends to kill me in Slay the Spire is I pick up a lot of setup. But it is going to be nice for basically passively growing this stuff at time. Defile, I don't care for. Enfeebling Touch, I mean, blocking the strength stuff, it is pretty cool, but I don't care. This could be a skip, but I think I'll take the Devour Life and then try to build around it. And then Pendulum. Whenever you shuffle a draw pile, draw a card. Okay, well, we're going to be doing that a lot. We're not necessarily going to need the draw, but sure, we'll take it. And then here's the thing. I don't think I'm going to upgrade the Devour Life right now, because I don't think it's actually going to do much for us in the short term. So I think I'll just go and upgrade the Bodyguard. And let's go fight this elite. We do have a speed potion. All right, this guy can hit very hard. And here's one aspect where the Doom is a little bit less than great, because Doom doesn't let us trigger the Shriek. So that's definitely a thing. Do I drink... I think I drink the speed potion now. I think the plan is negative pulse, defend, and we will Bodyguard, which the speed potion obviously doesn't help for. But we do this, we take no damage, and then we start buffing Oski. Okay. So I probably want to play out the Devour Life just to get it out of here. And then I'm going to Grave Warden, which will put a soul in, which is still helpful. And then over here, we are not taking any damage, so we'll just Unleash. And then the Ascender's Bane goes away. Okay, I like the way the first 2 turns went, but I'm still a little nervous overall. That's a lot of damage. So what we're going to do is we'll play Grave Warden. We got to do this first, because it puts the soul in the draw pile. And then if we can go from soul to soul, see, it does embiggen you a little bit. We want a negative pulse, because that'll give us enough block to not take any real damage. Osty's going to take 1. He'll be fine. Actually, he's not, because I'm going to souls again. Yeah, I may as well souls again. I'm not really looking for the card draw here. Well, that's interesting. Unleash for the 18 now versus Bodyguard to buff up Osty more. making future unleashes better, right? The next unleash is going to do 7 more damage, but I'm not doing 18 damage now. But it also keeps Osti just beefier and a better tank. That's a good question, and I'm not sure what the answer is here. You're sort of racing to get him to 70. And so unleashing first does get him to 70 a little faster. I guess the question is, how many times this combat do I think I'm going to unleash? Slash need Osti to tank damage for me. I think I hit him because I think we need to get him to 70. So I think I do that. Poor Osti took a whole damage. Poor little guy. Okay, negative pulse. I will bodyguard here. And then he's only hitting us for 9. So he's only going to hit Osti for 3, which I think I'm going to accept by doing this. Again, I want to try to bring him close to 70. There we go. There's the unleash. So I'm going to, I guess the order doesn't matter because I'm clearly going to Grave Warden and I'm definitely going to unleash. And then I think I'm going to defend this turn because I can't trigger the 70. And next turn, Oh, I might not trigger the 70. Although next turn, he's only going to hit for the 3x3. So even if I don't hit him on the 70 that turn, it's going to be okay. All right, so I'll just defend. That's my logic. Is it correct? I don't know, but that's my logic. And yeah, I'm going to negative pulse and bodyguard. And then see what the soul does, because it's going to reshuffle. I think we unleash, and because I think there's a good chance we kill him next turn if we unleash. It's not that I need him to be stunned right now, because if I Grave Warden him, I'm going to take no damage and prep another soul. But I think I go for this. Because I only need to hit him for 11. Which is clearly going to happen. Oh, and he's just going for the debuff this turn. So yeah. I mean, in theory, the negative pulse does more damage. So he's currently already dead. So it doesn't matter what we do. Whatever. Fire Potion. Vexing Puzzle Box. At the start of each combat, add a random card into your hand. It costs 0. Sure. What we're going to be looking for, I can't remember what it's called. There's at least 2 cards that the Necrobinder can get that will let you exhaust something from your... The one that adds summon 3 and exhaust something, is it from your hand or from your draw pile? But there's another one, it's a rare card. It costs 0 and will exhaust something from your draw pile, which actually makes the Necrobinder a little bit more tolerant of getting, like, having bullshit in their deck. I guess we'll take it. Okay, Invoke... Like, Buries, like, that's a lot of damage if you can get the 4 energy, which currently we don't have that. Again, I'm not impressed by Afterlife. I really quite like Invoke. You know, in an effort to go, when I'm trying to go infinite. The colors card reward is so random. I think I'm going to do this and hope that we get something that adds to our engine. I'll probably grab the fetch. Mostly so I can make a lot of stop trying to make fetch happen jokes. I can't skip. I mean, the Afterlife isn't bad because it's self-exhaust, so it doesn't clutter things. But the fetch is pretty nice. I think I'll just take that. Because it doesn't really embiggen your deck that much because it does draw at least on the first time. Yeah, I like question mark, so I'm going to go to the question mark, and we get a fight out of it. Oh, we got a random Spirit of Ash. All right, well, whenever you play an ethereal card... I like that it's a power in this case, because it didn't clutter anything, so that's okay. And yeah, a lot of times, like, if I had 2 strikes and 3 defends, I'd be annoyed by the defend, but the bodyguard is not a defend. Punch, punch. He does have an artifact, so he'll eat the first doom, but that's fine. I'm still going to negative pulse. Because I want the block. And then we can start prepping this. I think I'm going to invoke defend. He's got the block this turn, so the Unleash is only doing 5 damage. I got my Fire Potion, which I've got to remember, but I'm going to try not to preemptively use it. There's a Devour Life, but I don't think this fight's going to be long enough to justify it. We'll start with the Fetch. Draw the Invoke. And we see we have tons of energy. And yeah, we're going to want a Grave Warden. In fact, I should have Grave Warden first to put the Soul in there, but... and now we're already taking no damage, so what we're going to do is play that, and I guess if we're taking no damage, I don't need to defend. So yeah, I will play the Devour Life, and then hit you some more. Now, I could use my Fire Potion right now, but in theory, I can use my Fire Potion next turn as well. So I'm going to try to save it. And yeah, no, he's already dead. Like, it literally doesn't matter. He's about to die because his block doesn't matter. He's going to die to that. Like, I'm not making a mistake, right? But we've also got lethal there. That to me is a skip. Really wish I had the artifact where we can sacrifice cards. Yeah, just like this doesn't impress me. No, I think that's an easy skip. And then I've got enough money for a card removal, so I think I'll go shop. Because we could get a relic from the elite. We could even get a relic that lets us remove 2 cards. But this lets us remove 2 cards without taking damage, and then we know for sure we can just go and upgrade over there. On the other hand, we do have the pillow, so even if we take a bunch of damage fighting this jerk face, we know that we can rest here, and we'll have gotten that relic there rather than removing a card. I like removing cards. You can even get a relic that heals you when you add cards to the deck. Because of course I'm going to get the goddamn 5 Rings book, because I get it in every single run. I don't know what has a bigger reward. Like, the Elite has the potential to have a slightly bigger reward, or be completely meaningless if it gives us a garbage relic. So I think I'm just going to go to the shop. Countdown is fun. Wisp is fine. I don't think I'm buying anything here. I think I'm just going to remove a card. The Countdown is nice, but I think there's more value in just removing a card. And I think we're just going to lose strikes. There you go. Because I could buy the Wisp, but I don't think I'm going to buy the Wisp. I could do something like the Potion of Doom to help with the boss fight. I think we're fine. Maybe. I think I really like upgrading Invoke. Admittedly, upgrading Invoke becomes more meaningful when we do have more Wisp generation. We don't have a ton of that. Oh, I got a free Invoke. Okay. So we can set up or we can attack here. I mean, it seems like obvious we're going to Invoke. We're going to Bodyguard as part of the setup. We're going to Negative Pulse to put some Doom on this guy. I can Fetch and he won't wake up. Yeah, actually, I literally can't wake him up. So I will Fetch. Now I think I'm just going to Grave Warden, not for the block, but to preload a soul in my deck. And we'll let him snooze a little bit more. Great, and then we can put down the Devour Life. I might leave the soul here. Well, I guess we can actually just go this turn. Yeah, so Souls Plus going to draw these 3 cards. So order doesn't matter, and you get a little bit bigger. We'll prep that. Yeah, I guess we just start attacking. Okay. There you go. I mean, we basically got all of our setup. And we do this, we do this. And yeah, we just play everything. Excellent. I love turns where the question is what to play. You just play all the cards. Oh, okay. We'll just play all the cards. Wait, hold on. Oh, this costs 0 for the entire combat, not just the turn it gets created on. Okay, Vexing Puzzle Box is a lot better than I thought. My brain auto-completed, it costs 0 this turn, which is what most of these things are. But yeah, so, I mean, we just keep invoking, so we keep getting infinite mana. What we need to do is pair this with a little bit more Wisp generation, which we don't have yet, but that's fine. Invoke first. Are we going to get a reshuffle? Not instantly. What are we going to pick up? The Grave Warden. It's too bad we don't have the Grave Warden already, because we could play it and then fetch into the Wisp. But, yeah, so it's just going to be this, that, unleash for some damage. Okay? Now, eventually, the Laguvulin Matriarch here is going to start debuffing our strength and our dexterity. I think she does both. We don't care about the strength. The dexterity sucks a little bit, but it is really not a big deal. I probably want to play the souls last. Certainly, I want to play the Grave Warden first. Oh, yeah, we're not going to get a reshuffle yet. But the Grave Warden, we want to put the soul in there. And we'll just blindly play that, and we'll see what we get. Okay, more souls. Again, we're not going to be drawing our entire deck, so it doesn't actually make a difference. We can keep buffing you. Get you there. Souls. Negative pulse. I mean, I already don't need more defend, but I did want to go and put down the Doom. Okay, there's the debuff turn. Yeah, and I mean, I'm still going to play my hand, and I'm still playing this, mostly put the souls in. Okay, you're still not at kill range there. We don't have anything that, like, rewards us. Oh, no! Tuning Fork. We do want to keep randomly playing skills, just to charge up the Tuning Fork. So yeah, losing the dex sucks. Losing the strength, we don't care about. And once again, we're just playing everything. We don't care about the strength because Osti is the primary source of damage, / the Doom. So we are going to take damage this turn. That sucks. We're not in kill range of the Fire Potion yet, although we're pretty close. We're not going to get a reshuffle. Double deal on that. And then, I mean, we want to keep invoking, and then we hit... Oh! There we go. We got lethal, actually. So let's just take slightly less damage. And I don't need to use my Fire Potion. All right. I love this character so much. Oh, I love Power Potion. Well, okay. So the question with the Necrobinder, right? I like to build a souls-based engine, and it seems to be fairly easy to get them. And again, it's not relying on getting Haunt. Haunt is great. It helps out with clearing, like, trash mobs, but it's not the solution to how do I beat the act bosses. What we need is a ginormous single attack. So we've got two options here. So I'm going to ignore Misery, although it is interesting the way it spreads the debuffs. You know, I got to remember Misery when we play multiplayer again. Combo it with, like, Vulnerable, Poison, all that shit, right? Oblivion is interesting because if you get the full Souls engine going, Oblivion can do some funny things sometimes. But a lot of times it's going to be a dead draw. Soulstorm is just a flat-out attack. And yes, getting negative strength will decrease it. And it's not my ideal kill card. What my ideal kill card is probably, well, continuing to just buff the shit out of Osti and then just hitting with Unleash is fine. / a couple of the other Osti cards. Or the card Time's Up, which deals damage equal to Doom, is pretty good. But I think we grab Soulstorm here because it's a perfectly good basic attack early on. And if we do go with Infinite Souls, then it could provide a kill. It doesn't do huge damage, I feel. But I think it's still our best pick right now. Okay, so Ascension, all right. Okay, that guy who is fine. I guess we can think about maybe our route first. Okay. Shop elite. Like maybe, well, I guess shop first would make the elite easier. On the other hand, this way would probably give us more money to spend in the shop. I do like question marks though. Either way, we get the rest spot there. Into Campfire Elite. They're very similar because it's Campfire Elite, Elite Campfire. This really is still Campfire Elite, a little bit more spread out. Are these all kind of equivalent? One thing that would be fun, I love the question mark ones. This isn't necessarily the best way to make your deck strong, but they're really entertaining to me. And this hits that Campfire. Or maybe I go this way. Campfire Elite, question mark, Campfire Shop Elite. I think I'm just going to go down on the right side here. I think. Oh, you haven't seen this Ancient? Oh, he's actually fine. I don't think I've ever lost to him. I'm not sure. Yeah, like more normal fights to get the components is good. I think I'm going to go down here. All right, let's see what the... Oh, this feller. Oh, okay. The Black Star. Elite's dropping an extra relic. Transform all strikes and defends. So I've already removed a fair amount of them, but it's still fine. Astrolabe or Astrolabe. Transform 3 cards and upgrade them. That's not bad because I'd probably transform strike, strike, defend, and upgrade. It only leaves me 2 defense. Like there's a little bit. These two are going to be fairly similar. This way is going to leave me 2 defense, but it will upgrade 2 cards. I like extra relics, but I kind of want to just YOLO. Yeah, we can always remove it if they're no good. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to get rid of strike, strike, and 1 of the defense. Well, I like the Grave Warden. The rest isn't terribly exciting, but it's fine. If we don't cast Defile, it removes itself. And it is a heavy-hitting attack. And Drain Power is a heavy-hitting attack with some upgrades, which it's really not going to matter at this point. Yeah, I'm not excited by Drain Power. Like, what's Drain Power going to do for us? I mean, if we haven't played Devour Life and it gets upgraded, cool. Like, we have so few cards that we're going to be upgrading all these cards pretty quickly. That's why I'm not terribly excited, but that's fine. They're still better than the strikes we had. Okay, so if we full block this guy, he stuns himself, which is great, and we can do that simply by putting down 2 Grave Wardens. Oh, we got the free cast High Five, which is nice. I'm not going to use the potions if I can help it. When's the first elite? A little while. Maybe I should try to look for an opportunity to use the fire potion and hope we get a better one. Now, this won't block this guy. We'll take 1 damage, because 1 will go to Osti. I think that's acceptable. I could do a full defend, but I think that would be silly. I mean, I suppose I could just kill this guy with a fire potion and save myself 1 point of damage. I'll save it. I'll be a little annoyed if a good potion gets presented as a reward to this fight. Well, yeah, I also don't take damage this way because I forgot that thing is free. I was just forgetting that card was free. The fact this making things free is messing with my internal math. Now he is going to hit us this turn, but that's fine. Okay, we're not going to recycle our deck regardless, so I'll souls. I think I'm just going to apply damage to this guy because we'll probably... Yeah, he's going to die to the Doom, right? Like, we do this, he's already dead. Soulstorm deals 11. And I think that number is upgraded. Like, you don't have to do the math. I think the 11 is actually what it would do. I think... I'm just going to go and unleash on this guy because I think we just kill him next turn, even without doing the invoke. Oh, no, he's already dead. Oh, yeah, because it's vulnerable. Okay, well, that was way easier than I thought. Overthinking it. Yeah, and we obviously have a lot of energy quite quickly, but this could be really good for a first turn setup. I think I will drop the fire potion and take the energy potion instead. Okay, I do like flatten. I don't know that it's required. It is fun because you go infinite, right? You hit someone once with your... well, now with the fetch as well, actually. But Unleash and Fetch then makes this just cost 0, which means when you're drawing infinite number of cards, it's there. It slows down a little. The Reeve, even though it adds souls, and I do like souls, I'm not going to put that in. I think I'm just going to skip, because I think I'm just going to be happier to draw more Unleash or something. I have gone and put like 3 or 4 flattens in my decks before, and they do work great. But I think I'll just skip. Keep things lean and mean. This is interesting. A lot of times I end up going Swift. I think Swift is still probably the play. Because, I mean, we only have the 1 invoke right now. But we do tend to end up with some extra energy, although we do tend to draw cards from the width. But it's like, it's only the first time you play the card. We could Nimble for 2 extra block. right? One time. Oh, no, hold on. No, the Swift is one time. The Nimble is every time. Maybe I will Nimble the Grave Warden. Or the Negative Pulse. The Negative Pulse doesn't actually add that much block, and I do want to cast it every time it comes up. Okay, I'm going to go with the Nimble. Yeah. Could add 2 damage to an attack, but I don't think that matters much. All right, so these guys can only be hit for 9 at a time. You can't. Doesn't matter if you're hitting them for the million; they'll only take 9. Huh. Can't predict. Like, I expect I can't kill these guys this round. I'll be a little annoyed if it turns out I can. So I'm going to hit the one who's buffing himself with the idea that maybe I can kill him next round. Not much of a draw. I think we're going to have to accept some damage here. Like, we'll want to invoke to set up. I mean, I may as well play this. Again, it's only going to hit for 9. Oh! I guess I could have killed one of these guys and not taken damage. Shit, I should have gone for this guy. But I wasn't doing the math like properly, and I didn't think I'd be able to land a kill. So I took damage for no reason. Let's Negative Pulse. And we're already not taking damage. Oh, we're going to be fine. But I did not need to take damage that first round, and that's unfortunate. So, look at this. You're going to die. Now you're going to die. Now all we want to do is not take damage, so we're not taking damage, so we're done. Okay. Does Tuning Fork carry over from fight to fight? I just realized I might have been able to do something. Now this is an interesting series of choices. The Self-Doom from Borrowed Time is fine. It's basically nothing. And when you upgrade it, it does gain you 2 energy, and that is a great energy engine. Really good. Really good. Oh yeah, Misery doubles the Doom. That's true, actually. I hadn't thought about that. The Haunt obviously gets everyone really excited when you get a Souls engine. The Haunt should do more damage than the Countdown. It will do more damage than the Countdown. So I think we have to go Haunt. But I like Countdown a lot. If we had a Time's Up or something, I'd probably be looking at the Countdown more. Oh, really? I want all 3 of these, but I can't. So I'm going to go Haunt. And let's go looking for some souls, baby. I mean, we're already looking for some souls. Hey, this guy's going to summon a bunch of eggs. Oh, we got the Neurosurge. Now, this is a little different. This is not a one-time Doom. This is 3 Doom every round. But it's not damage, and we've got good health. We're not worried about that triggering. I think we absolutely go and do that. And this is we're still in normal fight. This should be fine. The Haunt is actually going to do good things about things. Well, we don't have that much soul generation yet. I think we do Neurosurge immediately. Actually, I should have Grave Warden first. To put the soul... Yeah, I should have done that first. Tuning Fork is every... So theoretically, the next skill I play is going to give me the block. Unless it's like when it hits 10. Maybe... I don't know if I have to play one more, have this sit at 10, and then the next one gives me the block. Presumably, we're probably going to play 2 skills next turn regardless. I will try to make an explicit note about things here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So when it says 9, it will give it to you. Let me do this for the setup. I'm not going to be able to kill these guys right away, which is kind of sucky. Well, that's not true. I could kill one. I would like to invoke, but maybe I should just defile and kill one of these things right now. So I can't guarantee that the Haunt's going to murder everything. Well, okay, we're going to do 12 damage next turn from the Haunt. Oh, and we're going to Doom. Oh, no, everything's dying next turn regardless. So I'm just going to go and invoke. Yep, never mind, we're fine. I guess their hit points change, but it's still going to be fine. Right? Because we were going to win with Grave Warden first before we Souls, but we do this. So they all got 11 Doom, and now they're all going to take 6 damage. Then they're going to, whoops, Grave Warden. Now they're going to take 6 more damage. Then they're going to take 6 more damage. Do I want to play it now? Yep, we'll play it now. Okay. And then we've got another soul, but if I play that one, I will run out of space. We'll prep and invoke. Now we will souls. Oh, it's a random enemy. I thought Haunt... Did I misread it or did they change it at release? I thought Haunt hit everything. I guess I just misread it. I thought it was hitting everything. Okay, so that does change things slightly, but only slightly. It is annoying that it didn't hit these guys quite enough, because we can still finish you off. Oh, I could just continue to take no damage via the Grave Warden. Right now they're hitting for 12, 19. Okay, so I'm already not taking damage. Can I just kill the boss? No, there's not enough for that. Okay, we'll just trim down some of these guys. Let's hit you. We'll draw. There's our negative pulse. Now they got enough Doom. Now they're all dead. Excellent. You. I got the energy potion, but yeah, we'll save it for the elite fight. He's going to resummon, but that's fine. Load the Sultan first, although we're not going to have a draw, but we're just playing out our deck here. Yeah. Tuning Fork, yeah. Prep the Tuning Fork. Just shy of a kill here. These guys aren't going to attack this turn, so it's fine. Oblivion applies Doom to every enemy when you play a soul. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm getting confused between spells. All I have to do is give him a tiniest little love tap and he's already dead. There you go. He's dead to Doom. So we're just looking to not take damage, which is going to be pretty easy, in fact. Actually, we might just be able to... finish him now. Okay. So, here's the thing. Severance looks exciting because it does add souls. I don't like it because it's expensive and it stops me from going infinite with my souls. I don't want expensive cards in my deck because what I want to do is use my souls to draw every card in my deck over and over and over and over again. And Severance, theoretically... I mean, I could just not play it, I suppose. But I'm not impressed by it. Lethality is interesting because really... Lethality, I think, works really good with the way I play the Necrobinder, because I generally look to do one big attack on my turn. Like, that's why I'm a little bit annoyed that I got the Defile and Drain Power, because really all I want is the plus 75% damage to a Giant Unleash, or a Giant Soulstorm, or a Giant Time's Up, and that's really it. Negative Pulse isn't an attack, so it doesn't count. So Lethality, I think, actually has huge potential. And again, Severance, like, it does generate more souls, but I'm not sure that it's tremendously helpful. And Dredge, I really don't care for. It's good. It's fine. There's combos, for sure. You put stuff back in your hand. You can do all kinds of shenanigans. I could skip, but I think I will take Lethality because I think we'll actually appreciate this. So we're going to go here. We're going to upgrade another tiny card in our deck. Probably I'll upgrade the Haunt. Although the Devour Life is rather tempting, because they both benefit from playing a lot of souls, and this indirectly keeps us alive while increasing the amount of damage we do with our Unleash in the end. And this changing to 3 is good, but we don't try to require enough souls for the Soulstorm to really go Super Saiyan yet. I might actually prefer the Devour Life right now, so I think I'll do that. Right, the Fetch does also screw up the Lethality, but it's fine. Okay, so this guy is really annoying when I'm playing a Shiv deck. This guy's not going to be a huge problem with us. For us, we might back off on fetching. We will see. We got the Snap, which is really an unremarkable card for this particular guy. Hopefully get a good power. Calcify is nice. We could get another lethality. Shroud, we don't generate enough Doom constantly for Shroud to be meaningful, right? We've got one card, I think only one card that generates Doom. We're not casting it every turn, so that's not going to be much. Doubling up on lethality is really interesting. I wonder if it makes the first attack it'll deal 125% damage, or if it'll be the first 2 attacks, because different powers deal slightly differently. I think the lethality will do more damage than Calcify against this guy, since we're not looking to spam a million attacks. So I will take the lethality, and we will play it. We will negative pulse. The nice thing about this is it's not an attack, so it's not. So what's the deal with this guy is he's got this personal hive. Whenever you hit him with an attack, you get 1 days added to your draw pile, which really slows things down in an annoying and frustrating way. We are going to Grave Warden, so we don't take damage. And this is a really interesting situation. Do I choose not to attack him? If I don't attack him with Defile, it does go away. The Defile hits pretty freaking hard, because we do have to, it's counting this lethality as well. I think I should probably go ahead and Defile. That's a lot of damage. We'll eat 1 days. I don't think I'm going to play the others, despite the fact that Fetch does have a card draw. I don't have any mana left anyway. But yeah, the lethality is going to be great against this guy. So here's the lethality here. Don't think card order matters much. We'll do that. We'll set up the Devour Life. Now, the problem here is I really want to play the Invoke to get ourselves nicely set up for next round. But I also don't like taking damage. I think we're going to do the Energy Potion, and I think I'm going to play Drain Power last, which will upgrade the Defend that's in my discard. Fetch Snap. Yeah, I think this is a good time for this. So we'll do this. We'll drink the Energy Potion. I will play the Defend. I will hit him with the Drain Power, which will upgrade some cards. I think that's okay. All right, he's just upgrading. So he's going to give himself a strength buff, and he's going to give himself a second charge of Personal Hive, which is where he gets super annoying. I think we're just going to play out our hand here. Am I going to play both attacks? I might. I'm going to play the Unleash first, because it's going to get more benefit. And see, now this is only hitting for 9. You know what? The Soulstorm's not worth it for 9 to add the days. It's not going to make the difference. Well, probably it's not going to make the difference between winning and losing. Or maybe it will. We'll prep the Haunt. These are going to hit him without triggering his bullshit. We can do the big Soulstorm, although we're going to want to do more souls first. Negative Pulse, which also doesn't trigger his bullshit. And I think we have Lethal here. So it means... Yeah, he is already dead. Actually, Defile is going to be even better. I might be able to... No. Well, I might be able to kill him without relying on the Doom. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Lantern for... Oh, yeah, baby. Extra energy turn 1. Because here's the thing. We do not need... As the Necrominder, we don't need energy per turn because of Invoke. But the energy on first turn is good. Spirit of Ash is interesting. I don't think we're really going to go and spam out a million ethereal cards. Like, right now, we only have 1, which is our lethal... Well, we have 2 lethalities. Page Storm, when you draw an ethereal card, draw a card, is fine. We're not generating a bunch. You can, certainly I'm betting there's a Necrominder build that's about ethereal. That's not what we're going for. And I don't think we need the Flatten. I think I'm just skipping this, which is crazy. I'm going to skip a rare card, but yeah. I mean, we can do a normal fight perfectly fine. And it would be nice maybe for an extra card for another chance at something that generates some souls. I'm addicted to question marks. What can I say? If it's the bridge, I'll be pissed. Bug Slayer. Oh, yeah! Yeah. So we're just adding an attack to our deck that we don't care for. I don't have a source of vulnerable. On the other hand, I do like that this hits all enemies, but we're not... I think I'll do this to maybe drop a vulnerable on a boss. Probably it's going to get removed. Yeah, if I could have skipped, I would have skipped. Ionosphere. Oh, whenever you enter a question mark room. See, the game is just feeding my addiction. Do I want to heal here? Nope. I want to smith. I think it's time to smith the Haunt. And then shop. Okay, the Punch Dagger... No. I mean, putting this on fetch is interesting, right? Because we're gonna play fetch. I mean, except for the cases where someone's got a bullshit effect like the Entomancer we just fought. We're gonna be playing fetch every single time. It's free, and then this will get bigger and bigger every time. If it was free, I'd take it, no doubt about it. Cleanse is interesting. Being able to exhaust a card from your draw pile is super valuable, but I don't like Cleanse because I don't feel like it does enough. Yeah, upgrade, it's sort of a block 5, but it still costs 1. No. Again, there's another card. Now, Panache. I think we need Panache in our deck. Yeah. 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 Oh, okay. Because we're going to be spamming the hell out of things. Okay, I mean, and honestly, that's... Between, like, Panache and Haunt and a Soulstorm, we've got our thing. So, yeah, we're just looking to remove some shit now. Interesting question. Do we remove a defend, or do we remove one of the attacks we don't really care about? We've got 2 Grave Wardens. We've got plenty of block. The biggest question is, will we draw the block when we need to right now? Do we remove the Squash? Vulnerable was pretty good for a kill. We've got block, 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 and the summons count as a type of blocks. Oh, man. And if I just don't cast Defile, it does remove itself from my deck if I needed to. Honestly, I'm wondering about Drain Power. Because there's not a lot in our discard pile that's going to need to be upgraded. Uprooted Grunt says I'd probably go Drain Power. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I've only got 3 cards to upgrade. Panache will never be in my discard pile to be upgraded by Drain Power. That's the only thing I could consider being exciting. And it just changed it to 14 damage, I think, instead of 10. So it's not really a big deal. Yeah, I think I get rid of this because it doesn't self-purge. Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right, an elite fight. We've got no potions and we're not at full health. And then we've got to survive whatever this is and that. This is going to be the scariest section of the entire run. Okay. These guys can actually be weirdly awkward with the Doom. Because sometimes the Doom causes them to die in a very awkward way. Panache, Devour Life. Haunt. Grave Warden. Defend. Well, I had to be really strategic on that turn, you guys. Osti, no! And we've taken the damage, which I don't love. This is actually going to be a brutal amount of damage. I'm going to fetch first, and I know it's like, we're going to play Lethality, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, we need to play Lethality. It's going to add 2 damage. It doesn't matter, but I'm like, maybe I want to keep my mana options open as much as possible. But what else are we going to draw? Well, maybe we need to draw more Grave Wardens. Okay, I'm going to fetch first, since literally the bonus damage from Lethality doesn't matter. We'll hit you because you got the most health. I think I have to Bodyguard, Invoke, Defend. But then we don't Lethality? How much are you guys hitting me for? 28. Fuck. We're so well set up, but this fight might do us. So Bodyguard is better than Defend in this case. It will block more. I really want to Invoke. Because I'm going to want to play a lot of stuff next turn. I think I have to Invoke. Do I Lethality with the expectation that we might just not die? We are going to get decent block next turn. I mean, we don't know exactly what we're going to draw, but because of the soul... I mean, we'd have to be really unlucky. We'd have to get... we'd have to miss Grave Warden and the soul. Which, of course, is probably exactly what's going to happen. I do have Tuning Fork, but we're a million miles away from casting it. Okay, we're going to put down the Lethality. That's not good. they're all attacking again. Really want to draw that soul. What I could do is a little backwards. This is with the lethality still running, right? So that's the bonus with lethality. So the Soul Storm's probably just going to hit for its base amount, which is, what, 9? 9. So we've got 24 damage in hand. Okay, I can't bring anything to die over here. So what we'll do is we'll just hit the thing with the highest hit points. Because it's like, you kind of don't want to kill something early, but in an effort to save some damage... Oh, the panache went off. That's really nice. In an effort to save some damage, you might be forced to do it at some point. We're really not going to have a lot of hit points left for what's coming. I think the panache is going to go off this turn. I think I might squash... Or do I just... Hold on. Do I just start playing souls first? I guess I play souls first, because what if we don't get the kill weirdly? Brave Warden? Yeah, I'm not worried about being hit this turn, really. Something really crazy would have had to happen to kill us here. Because you're already dead, We just need to apply a little bit of damage there. Mostly I just need to not take damage. And I think the panache is going to bring you within kill range, regardless. So, it's just making... They are going to get a chance to attack first. And that's literally the only concern. Can I get another Grave Warden? Because Grave Warden will protect me more than Bodyguard. That. And yeah, this is already going to end. Go, another Souls. Here, I'll whack you so that you don't actually hit me in case it matters. You'll hit me for 10, then you'll die to the Doom, and it's going to be fine. Okay. Power Potion. Panto's great. Oh, Poke is great, but I don't think it fits our deck. I think we just skip this one. Question mark, don't be a goddamn fight. I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to use a Power Potion immediately. Oh, we got a free End of Days. I mean, I'd rather save the Power Potion for the boss. But this guy's chunky. I'm going to play it safe. I don't want to lose this run to this. We'll take the free domain. That's fine. Is there an order here that matters? No. I mean, we'll want to prep this. I want this. We're going to want to end days, obviously. We're going to want to buff Asti. And then I could simply not cast Defile. Honestly, for this fight, I'm not going to cast Defile. I'm just going to hit him here, let the Defile extinguish itself. So we don't want to hit him this turn, which is fine, because that's not usually my vibe. I don't remember. If I fetch, does Asti take the spike damage? He might, huh? Okay, let's Haunt. And we're looking for defense. Yeah, Negative Pulse works. Brave Warden works. So we're already not personally going to take damage. I could prevent a little bit of damage on Asti, but I think I'm just going to Invoke. You know what? Hold on. I'll put down the lethality, because otherwise we're going to lose it. I know I don't take the spike damage. I just don't know if Asti takes the spike damage if I fetch. So I'm not gonna. Especially since I have no more mana. Alright, Panache. Souls. End of Days, which is not an attack, and it doesn't matter anyway, because he's not attacking us. A little bit of block. The Bodyguard is a better block than block. And I want to take 0 damage. Including to Asti, not that it matters. Oh! Hold on, I realize now, since Asti was going to tank the damage, I should have just squashed him. It's probably... Oh, he's just buffing this turn anyway. And so, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to play out some cards simply because I want to potentially preload the tuning fork as much as I can. So I want to play skills. Okay, so that's all the skills I can play, and the rest of them literally don't matter. Because he's already dead. Okay. If Asti attacks, he takes spikes. Okay, that's what I thought. I don't really care for the stable serum, but I guess it's there. Calcify's fine. We're not spamming at Asti attack, so I think I'm going to skip. And again, even though we're going souls, I don't think Severance is actually, like, a useful part of our combo. I'm perfectly... All I want to do, really, is play Grave Wardens nonstop. So I'm going to skip this. This Flight of Flash is interesting. I think Doom does count as debuff, but we don't actually debuff that often, so I think we're just going to skip this. Yeah, there's a reason that Sacrifice Artifact's my favorite. Okay, we've got to weather this guy. This fight. A drain power. Unfortunately, I can't get a full block on that guy. I don't think I've got to retain the Soulstorm. I guess I'll hit this guy, because this guy theoretically can be stunned if I draw good stuff. We're taking 4 damage here. We cannot afford to be taking. I want to Grave Warden first, put the souls in my deck. Then I want to fetch. And then we'll play out the rest. Okay, at least this guy's going to self-stun this time. So he's not going to act next round. Nash. Neg Pulse. Start prepping the Doom. And yeah, you can be, I mean, Squash or Defile. I guess what I'll do is I might keep the Defile in this time. Remember, we got the lethality, so the numbers are a little crazy. I guess I'll make sure to lock in the kill. I only need to hit 9. Squash is what, 10 as a base? Yeah, okay. So I can kill, well, I guess the question is if I need to apply the avoid debuff. I don't remember what debuff he does. Like, if I go and defile this guy and then squash him, he will die to the Doom. But after he debuffs me, if he frails me, that's bad. Anything else I don't care about. Well, vulnerable is also not great. I think I should make sure to kill him now before he debuffs me. So I guess I'll just squash him because that'll be sufficient. Oh no! What? I miscounted something. I had in my head that he was already going to be vulnerable. Okay. Hopefully this is not a terrible debuff. Okay, weak is fine. I don't give a shit about weak. Okay. I think I'm just going to kill you with the Unleash. Take you out of the equation. So I already have enough block that I'm not taking any damage. I could play more souls now, but all I'm going to do is chip away at his armor, which is meaningless. Do I want to retain? You know what? I might retain the souls in here and just wait till next turn. In theory, I want to hit you with the most powerful attack first. Now, I'd like to do that after the souls, but my hand is completely full. Do I just pretend I don't have lethality and just play how I would otherwise? Like, negative pulse. We're just going to set ourselves up so we don't take damage. We'll keep buffing Asti. And then I'm going to save my energy because what I'm hoping to do, and I will get it with enough draws here. Okay, well, there's a free power drain. But the idea was get Grave Warden, so now we're definitely not taking damage. And we're going to keep soulsing. Maybe I won't souls again, because it's not going to lead to a kill, and drawing cards isn't going to help here, and it's going to make no difference. Okay, so I'll just end here. Oh, right, it's retained for 2 turns. I forgot about that. Wow, that is insane. So now I can... As long as I hit you at all, you're going to die to your doom. It'd be nice to kill you without relying on that, although I think I can get enough block regardless. Oh, and we have Osti, so we're not going to die. So yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it really makes no difference. So if I'd squash first, I'm not sure that it would have done it, but here, I'll do this, and then I'll souls, and you'll die to the haunt. Okay, good. Bone Brew. Oh! Summon 15. Nice. Okay. Dirge, I'm going to take. Because we do have a lot of... We have turns where we have a lot of energy, and then Dirge becomes really good, and it generates souls. It summons, so it's sort of a defensive spell, but it also gives us souls. Oh, I could have killed with Unleash too, probably. All right, well, we have to take the rest. Oh, I have Panto. I think I'm still going to rest. Because honestly, resting still won't fill me up. And then Panto's going to fill us up at the start of the fight. All right, so what this guy's going to do is he's going to put a bunch of cards in our deck. And he's also going to start a debuff timer. He's filling the room with sand. After 4 turns, we die because the room fills with sand. The cards he gives us lets us push back the sand and delay that. But it is annoying that it fills up the deck. On the other hand... Puzzle Box, I'm sorry I doubted you at all. You just gave me a 0-cost Reaper form. Okay. Whenever attacks deal damage, they also apply that much Doom. Not bad. Prep work, prep work. I'm not playing this for the block. I'm playing this for the soul in my deck. And then the Bodyguard. And then we may as well hit you with the Squash. And there's no reason not to Bone Brew. I mean, maybe I don't need it. So there's the Frantic Space. So it's cost 1, and the cost goes up every time you cast it. But it increases the Sand Pit. So there's the Sand Pit countdown over there. It's possible we'll win without it. But let's Panache. Oh, Souls first. Yeah, let me get down the lethality, even though it's going to boost damage fetch in a meaningless way. But that's fine. Casting 0-cost Dirge still helps with the Panache, which is nice. I mean, the Dirge is almost as good as the Defend, and more because of the Souls. It defends less. The thing is, if I want to trigger the Panache, which I guess isn't a huge deal, my idea is cast 2 cards, then Dirge for 0, and that'll trigger the Panache. Unleash, Defend, Dirge for 0. Or I could just play Dirge for 2. It doesn't Panache, but loads us with more souls, which might end up doing more. I don't know. Oh, we have Reaper form. Hold on. No, we have to apply Reaper charges. Thank you for the reminder. So that's 45 damage and 45 extra Doom charges. So that's effectively like a 90 damage attack. Yeah. And actually, given that, we're going to Soulstorm as well for another 16 damage plus 16 Doom charges. And then we're going to Dirge for 0, which is also going to trigger the Panache. Oh, wait, I forget this counts down. So we'll Devour Life, we'll Negative Pulse. We're going to take some damage this turn. Oh, we got lots of health. Asti, no! And now, so we got 3 turns. We're still going to want to do the big Defile. So yeah, order doesn't matter here. There's no interaction. Ooh. I will invoke. Actually, I have no souls loaded yet. I'll still invoke. We are going to have to start casting these here. Now, panache, and then you're not quite dead. Like, was there a lethal? But I don't think so. Lethal probably just happens here. We don't have a card draw, well, other than fetch. Because it would be nice to do a bigger attack first with the lethality. So the Unleash does bring us to... Because effectively it brings you down by 7. Yes, so the Unleash will guarantee the kill here. And I don't think there's anything else to do that, so we do this. And then we're like, let's not take damage because we don't get full heal. I don't need to Frantic Escape because that's fine, so we just block a little bit more. So we're still going to take a little damage. We don't get a full heal on this Ascension. We clear that. Okay, great. I think we Reaper form. Sometimes an awkward cast. But yeah, I think we Reaper form. And just hold on to it. And look for an opportunity to cast it. It is expensive. 100% not Reaper. It is expensive. It's not that expensive. Because remember, we're with the Invoke, we're going to have some higher cost turns. We don't necessarily need it. Because I don't think we go Soulstorm, and we don't go Sentry Mode. It's Reaper form or skip. Sweeping Gaze is just an AoE. Well, it's not an AoE, sorry. It's Osty deals 10 damage to a random enemy. Ethereal Exhaust, so it's only a one-time shot. So every turn, we get a Osty attack someone for 10 at random. It levels up with Calcify. It works with Reaper form. But, no, who cares? And I don't need another Soulstorm. I don't know. I know it's expensive. And Reaper form can give more energy. And I'm going to probably go looking for another Invoke, a second Invoke in this deck. To basically have unlimited energy. And I'm going to take it. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Oh, it's her. Hello. Oh, you didn't give me the glamour or gleam one or whatever it is, which is actually pretty good with the Necrobinder. Choose 3 cards, enchant with Swift for card draw, energy. The dazes aren't so bad. The +1 energy does let us go infinite that much easier. Plus combos with Panache, plus helps us get the Reaper form off. I gotta say though, like Mark 7 combats with 1 HP is actually insane. We can do a lot with +1 energy though. I think we do a lot with +1 energy. It is the last floor. But yeah, so 7 random combats will have 1 HP. It does let you, like, auto-win if it lands on any elite. Well, I mean, it lets you auto-win everything. But if you get lucky and you can route through, like, 2 1 HP elites, it is ridiculous. There's no guarantee that it'll happen, but it is ridiculous if it does. The 1 HP thing is the best starting thing in STS 1. Really think we'd appreciate the extra energy. A lot. But do we need the extra energy if we can just roll over bad guys? Here's the thing. If we take Fur Coat, and let's say it lands on these 2, we're going to feel like geniuses. If we take Fur Coat and it doesn't land on a single elite, we're going to feel really stupid. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go for the energy. Okay, now, route-wise, that's tempting. I guess another campfire there, which is nice. Into early shops? That's 2 shops, and we don't have a ton of money. No campfires over here. Nothing much exciting over here. No, this route is definitely nice. Yeah. I think we're taking that. The argument might be, do I need the early shop? But I think I'm going to be able to remove 2. I think I'll be able to remove 1 from here. I might not be able to remove 1 from here, but I think we'd still end up going this way for campfire into this elite is probably fine. Yeah, all right. Oh, right, questions heal me. That's true. I mean, I don't need the health right now. And I'm not going to take these question marks over the campfire path. Yeah, I think this is still fine. All right, this guy, he's going to kick off for 9 extra strength per turn. So we panache first. Oh, we got to reanimate. Okay, that suits me great. Set up the haunt. We set up the invoke. We set up the devour life. We still have 2 energy left over. We have too much energy. All these stupid dazes. All right. I mean, we also invoked, which is part of it. Let's souls first. And then probably the defiled. Oh no, unleash is going to hit for the most. And then I think I'm just going to keep Ostie a little fuller here. I'll cycle out the defile. That's fine. I mean, we are in a race with this guy. Probably skip the reperform on this one, which is a little annoying. The only attack we have is a fetch, and I think we need to set up like the Reaper. It would be so good if we knew we were getting the big attack next. So I can reperform Grave Warden. Ostie would take some of the hits. Reperform Grave Warden, fetch, or we go squash, fetch, and just try to see how much damage we can do this turn. Maybe that's a safer one. Maybe I don't Reaper here. Squash for the vulnerable first. Grave Warden. Ooh, almost made a mistake. Do this to draw into the soul. Thank you very much. I mean, I could still dirge, but there you go. I'm like, let's do this, neg pulse, fetch. I wonder if I could have lethal. But we're going to be fine here. So boom. All right, good. Melancholy I've never taken. I think this might be funny in multiplayer, but no. Do I need a second Grave Warden? I've got 2. I think no. I love that it's upgraded already. I think no. Definitely not these 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip. Lots of deck. Lots of cards. Hey! I love the idea of these. They're not actually that dangerous, but they're so threatening to consider. Well, how about we reperform Grave Warden, invoke, and then poke? We are going to lose from max HP over here. Tuning Fork is ready for next time. We don't have that much max HP to lose, but... Nash is a little late, my friend. I can't kill you before you attack, which is annoying. You will die afterwards. You're bubbling. Yeah, Ostie counts as someone dying, I'm pretty sure. How about we lethality? Dang. Gonna lose 2 or 4 more HP. God damn it. Maybe think there's another way to work that one. Oh well. I think a Capture Spirit is fine to start the Souls engine going. Yeah. That was a disappointing fight. No Escape is great, but I don't think we need it. Just remove a card. Which will probably just be a defend. It does so little block. I really don't want it. I think we're still pretty likely to get rid of the squash at some point if we can. But I think the defend is too small. It's not a bad point. Sorry, it's very delayed. YouTube chat is always super delayed, and I don't know why. Like, there's so much latency on YouTube. No, sorry. Oh, it was Op. Said the third one makes more likely to see in the opening hand the Grave Haunt, the Grave Warden, which is an excellent point, actually, but... Nash, Countdown, Reaper Form, Bodyguard, Devour Life. Okay, well, great setup round. One of the things with the STS2 is I do feel like fewer of the enemies like hit you massive on turn one, so you've got a little bit more leeway for setup. Okay, we don't need to lethality the fetch. I could lethality the Defile, but it's not probably going to lead to a kill. I'm like, do I leave more mana open, but for what? Might ignore the punch construct here. Well, we're not going to get lethal on anyone regardless, but he's got the armor is the only thing I'm thinking of here. Wow. That is a lot of damage. And maybe I should have gotten the extra grave, which I... Okay. That's really bad. Maybe I should have taken the third one. I only have to hit him once so that he will die to the Doom, but I think I have to hit him twice to not die. That, like, not take it, but... Oh, right, then I'm only hitting for 7. Okay, well, then I guess I should have hit it somewhere else. So now we're gonna get all our blocks finally. What the shit, man? We're already taking no damage. I want that set up for next turn. And then either the Dirge or the Grave Warden. I guess the Dirge is likely better because of things. I mean, I could, or if I do this and hit you for 19. Oh, you'll be dead. There. Okay. Oh, the Panache. I'm like, why did you just take damage? Right. Maybe I should have taken the third Grave Warden. This fight should have been us walking through with taking 0 damage. I don't want any of these. We should have taken 0 damage from that fight. Luckily, we have the Regal Pillow, so that's good. If we'd started with a Grave Warden, I think we would have been laughing. All right, you. I mean, these dazes aren't helping us either. Maybe I should have gone for the question mark. As it turns out, okay, we'll probably Panache first, but let's drink this first. I think I'm going to go for the Cleanse. Also Bone Shard. Or Cleanse. The dazes remove themselves. And defends almost as much of a dead card. Starting with the Daze and the Ascender's Bane is pretty annoying. Now, of course, we are more sensitive to status cards with a smaller deck. Right? That's always an issue. Now, he's going to start loading me with Burns. Yeah, order doesn't matter here. Right, and with the burns, it's going to be that much better to have the card that exhausts shit. Load this. Hold this. I don't know, I might want to be casting other things instead. Okay, now I'm going to have to play... Squash, draw that, because there's a 10-card limit. There's the Haunt. Haunt and Reperform, and we'll take nothing from the burn, and then we'll be well set up. Urge just to cycle the Tuning Fork mostly. Okay. Brave One. Capture Spirit. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that is not the draw I was hoping for. I want a bodyguard to make the unleash bigger. I want to unleash because we do, you know, we can hit him for a lot. We do need to do that. But I think I do need to get the invoke primed for next turn. So I think I have to invoke. And then probably I just unleash to hit him. Although he will call Osty, and I'll take a little bit of damage. If I do this, then I won't take damage. We are on a clock. This isn't my big attack, but I think it's fair to drop the vulnerable on it. Soul in, draw. We are going to draw the burns. He's free. But no, I think I want to keep Osty around, so I don't think I'm going to play it. Okay, there's nothing in my draw pile, so I need to do this. There's a burn in there. Okay. Cleanse a burn. Touch, negative pulse, drop some more doom on there. This, and then either way we get a souls. I mean, the Grave Warden gives me a soul plus, but and then the tuning fork and stuff. Yeah, I'll do this and make you slightly bigger. I'm gonna put some more burns in, but we don't have to do that much more to kill him here. Soulstorm, 47 damage, and he's vulnerable, and he's not attacking this turn. Okay, so I think yes, that's gonna be lethal. Is there any more lethal? Annoyingly, we can't play more souls this turn. So no, I think we just hit him. He's buffing, so it's fine. We don't need to block or anything like that. So the only thing that's annoying is the burns, but that'll go to Osty, so it's all fine. Oh, hold on, I can unleash with the kill too. Didn't realize it would do enough. Bookmark. At the end of each turn, lower the cost of a random retained card by 1 until played. Okay, well, we don't do retained cards, but sure. One Wisp is interesting. I don't think so, because I think it just hurts us getting to the cards that are critical for getting things started. I quite like the delay too, but I don't think we need it. Upgraded attacks deal 3 additional damage. Wow, that is pointless for us. I guess I better heal here in case the question mark has something annoying. I feel like I've been on the back foot through this act. Okay, Centennial Puzzle is really handy. Yeah, we got stuff to upgrade still. I don't know if I need to upgrade the Reperform. The Retain is nice for some things. I don't think it matters here. I think we could do Soulstorm, but we've got the Unleash kill. I think it's Dirge. Capture Spirit's not bad. Like 1 extra soul. But Dirge going from Souls to Soul Plus might be the way to go. Retain means you reduce the cost later. It gets cheaper. Yes. I realize that. But do we have a single card that has Retain? Yes. Like, there's like 6 different people saying it will lower the cost. I guess if we upgrade Reperform, then that makes it cheaper. Oh, that's what you're saying. Because that's the only card with Retain that we've got is Reperform. So I guess if we upgrade it, because I like Dirge Plus to get the Souls Plus, a lot though, a lot. Haunt would be fire for this. We have Haunt. Haunt's not that big a deal. It's not as exciting as it seems. Yeah, okay. I might take the Reperform on the basis that because of the interaction with Bookmark. And even with Retain, even without it, it's not as bad with the, what's it called? Invoke. Because there's a good chance, like, even if I can't cast it this turn, but if I invoke, then I'll probably cast it the next turn. All right, shop. We don't have a lot of money left. I don't have enough to remove. I would love the Chemical X. Get out of the way, stupid hand. Putrefy. Snap. Oh, from defend cards specifically, which we don't have. I think I'm just going to buy a potion. What's this one? Touch of Insanity. Choose a card is free to play in this combat. That's actually really good. Since what we want to do is play infinite free cards. I mean, I like the Clarity Extract, but I think we Touch of Insanity here. Whoa. Okay. I want to kill Spectral Knight. Our deck is well optimized. If a bunch of our cards become exhausted because of Spectral Knight, we're going to have a really bad day. I'm going to immediately... I mean, I don't need it. Well, that's not true. I'm going to immediately make Grave Warden, I think, free to play. Or Invoke. It's interesting. Both of them are cards we really want to play every time they come up. Kind of an infinite amount of times. This guy's such an ass. Touch of Insanity on Unleash. I mean, there's a good chance we're going to want to play that a bunch too, but not as much as an engine. I think these are kind of equivalent to Touch of Insanity. I guess one of the things, I'm going to attack Potion. I'm actually terrified of this fight. Well, we can only cast Time's Up once. Shit. All my cards are going to be ethereal. I can only play this once, and what if it gets etherealized? But maybe I can use it for a kill. If I don't play it this turn. It's only free this turn, unfortunately. How much Doom? I don't think we can expect that much Doom to be set up with by the time he comes up. I guess I can take it and hope it works. It might turn into a big attack. Although I'm not going to cast it this turn, so the fact that it's going to cost 0 is kind of wasted. I could just Bone Shards this turn. Actually... maybe I just open with the Bone Shards. Pull from Below has potential interaction with the Spectral Knight. But we already have a big kill. I'm wondering about not unleashing here. Oh, fuck, I was supposed to Touch of Insanity. Hang on a second. I'm gonna do this for a misclick. I'm gonna repeat this. Bone Shards. I'm gonna Touch of Insanity the Grave Warden. still going to do that like that. This, invoke. Because if I don't unleash, I can just dirge bigger. I don't know that 9 damage is going to make a difference here. Haunt. And the problem with this guy is I'm going to be drawing all my cards constantly. Which means I'm probably going to have a ton of cards at the end of my deck at the end, or my hand at the end of the turn. Alright, we'll get down the Reaper form. That's good. Get down the lethality. I'm tempted to just stop casting now. Because I don't care if the souls go away. But some of these things going away as ethereal would be really bad. So I think I'm just going to Soulstorm him. I'll do 15 damage and 15 doom. So I hate this guy so much. And then this guy in the back starts to hit really hard too. Now he's just debuffed all my cards, so none of them are upgraded anymore. But that's probably going to have to be okay. Devour life. Another soul in. Ned Pulse. Sure. Souls. Panache. A little late on there. Do I keep playing cards? Oh. Yeah, these are fine, actually. Souls one more time. Actually, don't care that those two go away. And then I'm going to bodyguard. Yes. Although, oh shit. I should have hit him there. Part of me is like, maybe I should save scum one more time. I should have hit him there. He would have died this turn. I forget about the double dip. This should be fine, though, because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Bone Shards. Oh, interesting. You're not alive, so I can't fetch. That's never been a thing before. It's fine, because I can bring him back with the bodyguard, but I'm not sure. So I've also got this, and that won't bring back enough. Okay, bodyguards will fetch. I'll negative pulse. So now he's going to die. I don't care about losing the capture spirit, but I'm going to cast both these. Oh, these two are both dead. Excellent. And I'm not going to take damage from him. Okay, we have navigated this fight despite making one big mistake. And now we're fine. I'm not going to cleanse those. So I'm going to Souls. Souls again to reset the deck. How do I know when to cleanse something? Cleanse in the Bone Shard. I don't think it's going to matter because the fight's not going to continue. Because we've already... No, there's lethal there. Like, hardcore lethal. Okay. Big Hat. I haven't seen this. Start of each combat, add 2 random ethereal cards into your hand. Right, which I could simply choose to not cast if they're no good. Okay. I haven't seen the Big Hat is new to me. I'm going to skip these. Okay, now we do have the guy who punishes us from playing skills, which is hard because we've got a lot of skills. I think I'm going to go for an upgrade. I'll probably just up... Oh, Captured Spirit, Dirge. Panache doesn't matter too much. Maybe Dirge. Sure. I'm going to Panto, so I'm going to have full health regardless. I don't need to. There's the Reaper form, although I can hold on to make it cheaper if I want to. I got an extra lethality. I don't think I'm going to avoid playing skills, because I think I can't avoid playing skills with this guy. Interestingly enough, I don't have to Reaper form this first turn. I don't have an attack in hand, so it doesn't make a difference. I don't care about upgrading Panache. It's only really probably going to be an extra 4 damage per turn, which is hardly a big deal. I will invoke because it's important for the setup. I might not Enfeebling Touch. Because, yes, I'll take less damage this turn, but more damage for the next couple. And I'd rather have this just, like, fade away and not be a draw anymore. Letting it be ethereal. So I'm going to do that. Alright, Panache, Haunt. Fetch? Probably Reperform first. Fetch is not going to Reperform for much. Oh, wait, hold on. I have Lethality. I should open with the file. Alright, so you're already going to die. Cool. I think I still capture Spirit here. Capture Spirit, he'll hit me for 2 extra. It sets up a bunch of souls for the next phase. Yeah, I think I capture Spirit. And then I may as well defend. And then Soulstorm doesn't matter. Panache, right, counts down. Oh, wait, it's this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so, I mean, this literally makes no difference one way or another, right? Almost got there. Maybe could if I realized. So this is just going to be more setup. So we're going to Devour Life, Bodyguard, and then put some more souls. All right. He's back, baby! So this time he's going to put some wounds in my deck, which is annoying, but hardly the end of the world. I guess I can open with the Unleash. It's not going to hit for much. I mean, relatively speaking. But, yeah, I guess it's still fine. Souls! Souls! There we go. Grave Ward. That's what I want. Invoke, because we're definitely going to want to invoke. I was hoping for another Grave Warden. There he is. There we go. So Aussie's going to take 3 damage. Get that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I really wish I had Potion X. But I can Souls again to hit him for a tiny bit of damage, but I may as well leave it in here to sort of energize next turn. Whee! Big energy turn. There you go. You're already dead. But I'd rather not take damage. I mean, maybe I could do it with just killing him early. But I think we're going to do this and hope we get some draw. Oh, hold on. We got Squash plus that. Oh, that'll... Yeah, that'll do it. There. So I don't have to worry about taking 30. I can still draw a card. Nope. So we'll just Dirge. End turn. Now this is an annoying one because now he does go intangible every other turn. So hitting him this turn does nothing for us. Probably doesn't even add Doom, right? Yep. So we'll do that. We'll set up the invoke because it is really important. Capture Spirit still works. Although I might want to Grave Warden. I'm not worried about dying, but I hope to Grave Warden again instead. Oh, Negative Pulse works. Apply some Doom, get that. We're out of mana, so I don't think I'll bother keep casting Souls. I mean, I do have Devour Life, so I could give you more stuff. But no, I'll just keep the Souls in there for next turn. I wonder if we could go absolutely cray-cray. Like, Squash kind of wastes the lethality to set up a vulnerable, but the vulnerable will stick around for every attack this round. I mean, I've got some good block. I think I can be a little gutsy. We got lots of mana. Oh, hold on. I don't have any fucking draw in my hand. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm predicting we're going to cycle through our deck multiple times, and therefore I've got to make sure to plan whether or not to load my mana out, like, immediately or not. But I literally don't have a single draw in my hand. That is a little annoying, so probably Soulstorming first is going to lead to more damage. Even though he's not vulnerable. He's not going to kill me. He hurt Osti, though, and you know what? That makes me mad. Save the fetch for a sec here. Oh yeah, he's not taking much damage anyway. Actually, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, I don't want to waste the lethality, but it literally makes no difference. So we're just going to do some setup. We'll do that into the Dirge. There might have been something slightly better I could do there. I'm not sure. Okay. Some burns in here. Don't love that. Oh yeah, Osti grows. You should see him. I've got him over 1,000 hit points before. He's amazing. So we'll load this to get some extra souls in our deck. I'm not going to squash now. It's going for 74. Okay, that will set up the lethal. And he's the last boss, so it literally doesn't make a difference, right? I mean, I can hit him for more if I just souls more. Because I'm going to apply just as much Doom. So I'm going to... It's funny that it's 78 Doom as is, because I'm going to add another 78 Doom, and he'll just be dead, right? I'm not wrong here? You're already dead. Yes, okay, good. So now we can just, like, do silly things for fun. Wee! 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 This is why this character is my favorite in STS 2. Wee! Oh, we killed him with panache and shit. All right, that works. Wow, and exactly 4 o'clock. All right, now we're gonna kill this person, the architect. Architect, you killed my parents. You killed my friend. You killed my... You cannot change the past with anger. Whee! People have done 22 billion damage to the architect already. Excellent. That's the thing. Why I like the Necrobinder. I feel like he has very little friction with his build. You still have to be smart. You still have to do, you know, a lot of stuff. But I feel like the build flows very nicely. How does that calculate? Oh, that's based on your score. So whenever you end a run, I don't know how it's calculated, but it's based on like how many relics you got, how many elites you killed, something like that. Cards left in your deck. There's something that gives you a score, and that's final attack is what it is. The daily is Necrobinder. Light. Oh, so you can always choose whatever room you want whenever you want. Oh, you build your own starting deck. You start each combat with 3 strength, which is of questionable usefulness for the Necrobinder. Because it doesn't apply to any attacks that Osti does. Blight Strike is interesting. If you can make a Blight Strike deck on that daily, that could be interesting. Because it's like the Reperform is built in. So would work. I mean, Reap, but that expensive. It's not what you're looking for. Osti. Yeah, mostly it's bad. Mostly that trait is negative in that it gives the enemies 3 strength to start with. And obviously these scores are all hacked, obviously. Like, these scores are utterly meaningless. Oh yeah, that's bad. The flight is really powerful, and Seal Deck is probably good. But I'm assuming it's probably, it's usually a fixed seed with these. So you're going to get the same map, and you'll get the same starting card for whatever that is. Yeah, STS1 had points breakdown after completing a run. Not sure why they haven't kept that with STS2. I thought they did, though. Did we just skip it? Because I'm sure I saw it with the numbers somewhere for the scores. Like, it'll say, like, small hand or big hand. You get a certain amount of points for that. I might have just skipped it too quickly or something. I'm not sure. I'm surprised because for Luck isn't live yet, because I think she said she was going to start now. Because that was the plan. I will tell you this, though, for everyone. This Saturday, very special live stream. This Saturday is the annual Ascension's birthday charity live stream. We're going to be fundraising for a very important cause, which we're still double checking that we've got the that we have everything set up before we announce it, in case there's a problem with the actual setup for it. But it is the Ascension charity live stream this Saturday. Ascension's going to be joining me. We're going to be playing. Usually we play a multitude of games, and as long as the donations to the charity keep coming in, we often play for a very long time. So set your calendar for that. We will have a blast. Okay, there we go. Kiss for Luck is live, and she's playing some more The Root Trees Are Dead today. I don't know what we're going to be playing on Saturday yet. If you are a subscriber, make sure to go into the Discord and the game suggestion channel and let me know what you'd like to see me and Ascension play this Saturday. But yeah, I know it's daylight savings, but she was going to start an hour earlier from her perspective. So A Kiss for Luck is live now. Fate of the World, I mean, we haven't played it in a while, and it would be nice to do that in Democracy. I mean, they're classics for a reason. Got to kill off those pandas, right? That's how that works. Anyway, give A Kiss for Luck some love right now as she tries to play through The Root Trees Are Dead. They're doing a phenomenal job over there. It's funny because in some ways they're so far ahead of where Ascension and I were at this point, and in some ways they're like far behind. But that's the nature of the game because it comes down to what branch and paths you take. It makes replaying or rewatching them really interesting. But yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. You'll see Ascension on Saturday. We'll raise money for an excellent, excellent, excellent cause. Maybe there'll be some drinking involved. Sometimes that happens. Bye-bye, everyone.